to my channel. Hope everyone is good. I'm good. I've been procrastinating to do this video because I think I don't know, how do I put it? It's just accepting. I think the reason why I even changed my picture from the professional headshots that I've had consistently is because when I was answering one of the questions on Facebook, I ended up bringing up a picture of myself in primary school when I was in grade 7. I was very big and chunky, the very image that you see on my thumbnail, and I tore it up. And the conversation that was going on in that video was that it's things that I'm struggling to let go of. You know, I've always been under this assumption that I need to let go of the fat finally, whereas now I'm just like, oh my goodness, maybe I just need to embrace and accept Tuguti. No, that was me and it's okay, because literally all it was baby fat, and I was fat, yes, and it's okay. Like, I think I've always had a tendency of always wanting to just remember the good or things that I found okay with me, and all the bad I'll just dismiss and put away. So I never accepted my fat self. I mean, they used to call me boom boom, and guys, from time to time it pops up, and literally I go back to primary school days where I was trying to dim myself and just not be seen, because if you're fat, obviously you're in everybody's eyes, and that's when you start dimming yourself down because you're not trying to be seen in the room, you know. So I think that has had a ripple effect in how I behave in spaces. You know, as much as I've lost so much weight and I haven't been fat for like the longest time, but it was something I carried with me. It was a cry for help, for my inner child to be acknowledged in their fat phase, and accepting that it's okay to be that person. That person is me. I always wanted to de-associate with it, because in my head I need to be like a size 2 or whatever the case is, which ended up resulting with very bad relationship with food. Like, if I was to eat something like that's junk, or you know, not so healthy, I'd literally just be like, oh my goodness, okay, great, now I'm a size 40. So I had like a very bad, excuse me, relationship with food, because it just reminded me that I was once in the space where I completely did not like myself. But then, even when I lost the weight, because I even had to track back to my high school years, and like I'm slim, like I'm not fat, but I remember even in like PE, when we're doing life orientation and we have to swim and people are out there in their cozies, I was just like, what? Show my thighs. I always have like his candy over my costume, because I was just so embarrassed of my body. I'm patting it because my thighs touched. I was just like, yeah, ogre vibes. So I've had a lot of negative thoughts about my body, how I perceived my body. Like, you know how people are just very insensitive with commenting about people's bodies. They're just gonna say, oh, you've gained weight, oh, you've lost weight. So like, even if you said I lost weight, I'd be like, oh my gosh, so I'm borderline anorexic. Or if someone says, no, you're fat, and then I'm just like, oh my goodness, but I've been, you know, doing so well. It doesn't matter if I've been working out for like 5 consistent months, but tell me I'm fat, I'm just like, yeah, okay, we're not eating this tomorrow. Because so it was always also very reliant on what people's expectation was, because sometimes they'll be like, oh, you're too skinny now, I feel like you should gain weight, and I'm just like, do I ever win? You know. So when I had that little moment where I tore up the picture, and I was just like, oh my goodness, there's a part of you that you don't want to embrace. There's a part of you didn't even have control over it, and now you have control in that you can work out, you can do whatever, but you just didn't allow yourself to go through the different phases. Like, we are full of layers as people, and I think life affords us different experiences, and all those things shape us into being the people that we are, and we all have a role to play in how we decide that our lives are going to turn out. And like, if I'm fat now, I just need to be okay with it, and if I lose weight the following year, I need to be okay with it. So I just realized that I need to get into a space where, regardless of whether I feel I'm fat, I feel I'm skinny, I feel like I'm okay, I just need to be okay with who I am at any point in my life. I've also seen friends that have been pregnant, you know, and there's that like silent pressure that, oh my goodness, I need to lose my baby fat. You just bore a human. You know, it's not a small task. Just allow yourself to recover. So I really do think I was really, really unkind and very judgmental to myself, and in that I projected into other people. So if you were to make a comment about my weight, be it weight gain, weight loss, I just don't like you. I literally would see red and be like, okay, we're done with you for a month till I gain my confidence again, and I'm like, oh, okay, we can talk about my weight again. So it's been very hard to just accept myself for who I am. And it's not even because of what people expect of me. It's my expectation that's diluted with society standards, because if you're not this particular size, then you're not acceptable. So I've always just wanted to be a conformist, you know. I was just, oh my goodness, I just always wanted to be the next pretty girl, and it would be someone else and not me, because I would never see it in me, you know. So I'm at a space now where I'm like, you saw that you didn't like what you look like, you did something about it, and I'm at a space where I pat myself on the back. And if it so happens that I fall off the wagon, maybe I don't work out for 3 months, it's like, it's okay. Be within the 3 months of not working out, then pick yourself up. I've learned to be more gentle and more kind to myself, and just understand that life comes in phases. I come in phases. There are certain things that I would accommodate before, that I don't accommodate now, and there are certain things that I've found like, oh my goodness, I'm going to hell for, but now I'm okay with doing, because I'm learning to embrace me for who I am in that particular time. And that's what I think is very important about being present in every sphere, in every season, in every experience that you have, be it good or bad. Be in it, like soak in it, feel it out, experience it wholeheartedly, and not pick and choose. Because obviously, if we were to pick and choose, we'd always want to pick the great things that happen to us, all the good, where everybody's applauding us, but nobody really wants to be like how I was in February, when I broke down and I literally felt a detachment from my body, like my spirit and my body were not connected. And for the first time, I embraced the breakdown. I was just like, I'm not okay, and it's okay, you know. And I felt, oh, did I tell you that feeling is so hard? Feeling is so hard when you've frozen your feelings for all your life, and you now have to face that, actually, no, that was not okay. You know, I did not like that. You mistreated me, and you just have to feel everything out and forgive yourself for certain things that you allowed other people to do to you, you know. And for some reason, you had given the power away, because sometimes we just assume that choice is taken away from us, you know. So I made the choice to feel it out. I made the choice to feel not okay, and I felt it till I was okay. I think the process of just embracing yourself for who you are is just being present in the good, being present in the bad, being present even when you just don't feel like it, and just be honest and be like, I don't want to do this, you know, and not just, this fake it till you make it thing. You crash, and the crash is the worst out of body experience that you'll ever, ever come across. So I really had to get to a space where I'm just like, we're not okay today. It's okay. So our agenda for today, we'll just sit and have a bad day, cry it out if we need to cry it out, but we're gonna sit in it, we're gonna embrace it, so that we give the same energy to the good times where we are full on enjoy, like I always just wanted to be good, but I've seen beauty in bad. I've seen beauty in vulnerability. I've seen beauty in I need help. I've seen beauty in can I just talk to you, you know? Um, like I've learned to pat myself on the back. I've learned to call myself into order, because you need to call yourself into order when you see that you are losing your way. So embracing me, yes, I embrace all my layers. Some have left me with scars that I probably wish like bio oil could take out, but it also reminds me of what I've conquered as a person and what I'm capable of conquering. So the journey to embracing myself is just accepting all the layers, the ugly, the good, the confused grays, the gray areas, because there's a lot of grays, and sometimes we fall into the pressure of wanting to understand why this is happening, and sometimes it's just okay to just sit and say, I don't know, but I'm just gonna feel it out till I get what I need to get from this. So like I've learned to pause and just be like, okay, what do I feel? Okay, let's feel it out. Let's take it in, and not want to fast forward to feel good. All feelings are meant to be felt. All experiences are meant to be experienced. Some you need to experience for 5 minutes, some you need to experience for a day, and some you just need to experience for a lifetime, because everybody deserves those long-term happiness feelings and experiences. But at the end of the day, you control it, and you have to embrace it and not fight it, and see it for what it is, so that it doesn't throw you with an uppercut that you are not able to stabilize yourself in. So like I'm embracing it all. I'm really embracing it all. I'm not trying to be strong. I'm not trying to put on facades anymore. I'm just like, okay, we are stuffing ourselves with a donut today, and it's okay. We will eat lettuce tomorrow. And if we don't eat lettuce tomorrow, that's still okay, because we can eat it the day after. But it's just like, so what if I fumble today? I know I have the capability to pick myself up. So that's the energy. That's the energy that I push forward, that I'm not going to allow myself to miss experiences just because they're uncomfortable. I'm not going to allow myself to miss experiences just because it's not the norm, I need to feel it all out, so that I can decide that I'm keeping this, I'm removing this, why am I keeping this, so that I can be fully present. I think the best thing about being intentional in every space, in every area, and every engagement that you're in, is that you are able to soak it all in for what it is at that very moment, and then you can reflect on it and see if you want to change it up or anything like that. But soak it in, embrace it, embrace who you are. All shades of you are valid. I think that's one thing I had to learn, is that all shades of ufanele are valid, no matter how messy, no matter how pretty, no matter how photoshopped, every area. That's why I'm not even trying to be all fancy and zhuzhed up. 1 minute I'm showing you I'm a goddamn, 1 minute I have the energy to comb my fro. Other days I just want to have a beanie, but you can see the bumps of my god, that because I'm just embracing me. It's so